I'm about to bomb this whole motherfucking plane.
So it's been a couple of days since the Super Bowl halftime performance with Kendrick Lamar, and I think it's safe to say that this may officially be the end of the beef. I mean, the beef ended way back when Not Like Us was released, but I'm talking more about the antics that Kendrick Lamar has been playing on Drake ever since the release of that song. I think it's pretty safe to say that Drake is not going to be recovering from the damage. And you know what? In a way, I low-key feel bad for this man. But not too much though, because why would you ever mess with the GOAT? Since the release of the song Not Like Us, Kendrick has done a lot of victory laps around this man's grave and has been adding insult to injury. I'm gonna try and name every time that Kendrick has pretty much just spat on Drake's grave since the initial beef.
Forgive me if I forget a couple things.
First, I believe it was on Juneteenth that the pop-out show was held in Inglewood with Kendrick Lamar and some other guests that he had invited over, such as Dre, Schoolboy Q, and more. To say that this show was a huge moment would feel like an understatement. A lot of things happened during the pop-out show. This man literally performed Not Like Us 5 times in a row, and every time the song repeated, the crowd kept the same energy.
Why you pulling like a bitch, ain't you? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably...
Kendrick also united rival gangs on set between the Bloods and Crips, which just goes to show how respected this man is. 2 rival gangs came in unison to support Kendrick Lamar in his no-debated West Coast victory. I'm sure Pac would be proud. Not Like Us hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for almost 30 weeks straight. I mean, this song was and still is fucking huge. This pretty much became the West Coast anthem instantly and was being blasted pretty much everywhere. You could not escape this song because of how catchy it was. I mean, this song is so good, this shit got me crip walking and throwing up gang signs. And I ain't even gang affiliated. I think that it's safe to say that just with this track having as much longevity as it has, that's already enough to punch a massive hole in Drake's reputation. It must be tough having an entire anthem based around accusations of calling you a p***. Shortly after that, we got the release of the Not Like Us music video. I'm not gonna dive too deep into the message in this video, but just know that there were a lot of disses in just this video alone. Then this man goes on to the ultimate troll and announces that he is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025.
What?
As big as the what? As big as the what? When I first heard of this news, I was just in complete shock. This is the moment that I realized that this man is on some actual hater shit. I mean, I knew that this man was out for blood when he dropped Meet the Grams, but this is next level hater shit. A few months have passed since the announcement, and boom, GNX drops out of nowhere. Great album with yet some more disses for Drake. Kendrick is cooking. By the way, Kendrick needs to release that snippet from the GNX trailer. I'm gonna jump off a building if that song never releases. We then hit 2025, and now it's time for the Grammys. Kendrick Lamar ended up sweeping 5 Grammys from just one song alone. And can you guess what song it was? Yup, Not Like Us. I mean, this man had the entire Grammys yell out, though I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them celebrities are kind of freaky behind closed doors, so do what you will with that. We even got this legendary photo of Taylor Swift jamming out to Not Like Us. I just know that shit rubbed Drake the wrong way. Finally, we end up at the Super Bowl halftime show. This man was on some hater shit. He had Serena Williams crip walk to Not Like Us, which, if you don't know, Drake and Serena used to date some time ago. Technically, SZA was a little diss as well because they also dated a while back. And there was a part in the performance when Kendrick looked directly into the camera and said the words,
I hear you like I'm young.
The icing on the cake was when you could hear the entire stadium yelling,
Why you trolling like a, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
which has officially got to be the nail in the coffin for Drake. It's one thing when there are people in a concert yelling out the line, but it's another when you got the fucking Super Bowl stadium plus all the people watching the Super Bowl yelling it out. Somebody check on this man Drizzy, because there is no way that he can ever recover from this series of fatalities. So now the question is, how has Drake been holding up? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. this man still somehow finds a way to be corny even through the aftermath of the beef. Like, can you imagine Drake looking in the mirror with this outfit on and saying,
"Now they'll truly understand the pain that I've been through"?
Drake has just been petty the entire time, and you can tell that he hasn't truly recovered from the beef. He claims that he's doing fine, but just like any other 14-year-old girl who hides her true feelings, he is not doing fine. Now, don't get it twisted. I love Drake's music. He's honestly one of my favorite artists of all time. But it's hard not to make fun of this man with the way that he is acting. You can tell that the aftermath of the beef has gotten to him. And no matter how much he likes to pretend that it isn't bothering him, the entire world can see that this man is absolutely defeated. Now, me personally, if I were Drake, I would disappear from the media completely. I'm talking radio silent, no music dropping, no social media, no nothing. I think that Drake should disappear away from the media for a good 1 to 2 years and come back when he's shaped up. The only thing that Drake can do now is focus on his craft and lock in. Like I said, he needs some time away from the internet. He needs some time away from music to just try and focus on getting himself back together. This man low-key need to go off the grid or something, because what he's doing right now is not working and he's just making a fool out of himself more and more.